everyone. My name is Stephanie Licata, and I'm the VP of Executive Coaching Practice with Purpose and Performance Group.
And I'm Chris Province, one of the principals here at Purpose and Performance Group. And Steph, I'm so excited for the new year, for the new day. And one thing that won't change this year is that we rely on people and our teams to get work done. And within these things, we rely on relationships. We understand and have understood for hundreds of years that, people don't connect with directives and orders. They connect with relationships and goals and purpose and the the goodness that forges work communities. So, in that vein, coaching really calls out as a day-to-day calling, something to guide us and develop competencies within our teams and really highlight the relationship between supervisors and their direct reports as they move organizations forward and increase or elevate that effectiveness. But something I'm wondering about is what does effective coaching look like?
Mm. You know, Part of an effective coach interaction between a manager and a direct report, it really involves the manager talking less and asking more questions and being really curious. And a lot of times managers will do a lot of explaining and training, and there's a lot of talking in there. And so the direct report doesn't actually get to participate a lot in those conversations. So when we're actually coaching, when the leader is really using a coach approach, they're not talking that much. They're maybe speaking 25-30% of the time. They're asking, they're listening, they're trying to learn and understand more about that person. They're trying to get their ideas, they're hearing their creativity, their contribution, they're maybe helping them set goals. But they're doing more listening than they are talking.
Gotcha. And from what I understand, you know, I know that we are excited, and I'm so just ecstatic to have you leading this public cohort that we have going on this spring, where we're really taking something that we develop and deliver custom for organizations, and we're making it publicly available so that
Mm-hmm.
everyone can learn these skills. Maybe if I'm interested in, I am a good mentor, but I want to develop my coaching skills, or I'm already coaching, but I want to learn more technicals about what it is that I'm actually doing. And, this program is really intended to build my coaching skills, and every week we'll be engaging in skill building that should,
Mm-hmm.
right, multiply our effectiveness. Other than, coaching is more about inquiry and speaking less and asking more. Can you share with me about some of the other skills we'll be developing as
Sure.
part of this program?
Yeah, absolutely. So our coaching skills for leaders certification program, again, is skill stacking, like you mentioned. So you're going to get not just be learning how to listen. You're going to get into what are the techniques of active listening and what does that look and sound like in a conversation. You're going to learn about how to craft your own powerful questions relevant to your role and your team. You're going to learn about goal setting and how you can use coaching to help your individual direct reports and teams set powerful goals. You're even going to learn about your own conflict style and how you can use coaching in difficult conversations and how to manage conflict effectively. So you're going to learn a lot of different skills, and you're going to learn it over time in the same way that you would learn a language. So we believe that coaching is the language of leadership. And you're going to learn that again over time. The same way, when you were in high school and you learned French or Spanish, you didn't learn it in one day or 2 days in a workshop. You learned it over time, and you're going to practice it with your teams as you learn it along the way. And learn that language each and every day and practice it with the people that you interact with.
Well, I know that we have over 2,000 certified coaches that have been to your courses and worked with you on practicum. Um, what has been your experience just getting to impact the lives of so many leaders?
So, one of the things that I've been mostly moved by is what happens at the end of the program. So, at the end of the last sort of third of the program is each participant selects a member of their team to coach for a series of sessions. And that coachee gets to actually feed back and fill out sort of an evaluation form. And people say the most extraordinary things. They'll say, first of all, they look at it as their organization gave them a gift. My organization gave me this gift, right? Because remember, to the employee, the leader is the organization. So they look at it as my organization gave me this gift. Then they'll say, oh, I was so grateful to have my ideas heard or have my creativity be taken seriously or my input be taken seriously. They really appreciate it so much. And they say, I hope this coaching will continue. They're so grateful to have been given the opportunity to develop themselves. So if you've got 20 people in the program and they all have 4 direct reports, you really got over 100 people in the program, right? So you've got everybody benefiting from the program because people are practicing their coaching each day, and then they're getting that benefit of the practicum at the end where they're really receiving that coaching and on a regular basis.
Yeah, it does feel like this is a form of recognition when, when an enterprise or organization supports their leaders to go through, uh, and the wonderful feedback that's been received by so many of the people that have completed this certification. Steph, is it possible to hear from some of those certified coaches?
Yeah, that would be great. Let's get into it.
So with such strong feedback and such a meaningful impact to the effectiveness of these leaders, um, that's why I'm excited to invite everyone to take part in this public cohort. Um, can you give us a little bit of background on when that starts and how we can
Sure.
participate?
Sure. So this is an all live virtual program. It does start April 3rd. All the information is in the link in this post, so you can click on it, get the full schedule. All our sessions are also recorded. So if you have to miss one, you can catch that recording in our LMS that you're given access to. And you get a workbook that you can use throughout the program. The kickoff session's 90 minutes, but every other session is 60 minutes. So this is very manageable. It's built for busy leaders. Again, the sessions are recorded, so if you have to miss one, you can make it up. And we do meet bi-weekly, so it's every other week. And then you're given a little challenge at the end of each session. You practice that challenge with your team. You come back, and then we reflect on that challenge, and we learn a new skill, and we keep skill stacking, and then we culminate in that practicum. And so you'll meet other people from other organizations as well, and you'll get to collaborate and work with them and gain knowledge from their expertise as well.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited, and I just want to call out before we part here that if you're an organization that is hyper intentional about developing your strategies, creating shared understanding around those strategies, and building the structures to activate them, coaching is mission critical to maintaining focus as you move through the execution and the activation of your organization's purpose. That is how we're able to provide the guidance, create the competence, and recognize people for their efforts along the way. In that way, coaching is really a non-negotiable. And that's why I'm so excited to have this public cohort starting April 3rd. It's going to meet bi-weekly. Um, Please reach out to Steph with any questions, with any details, or myself. And if you're someone maybe you're one of our certified coaches, feel free to plug in again.
Mhm.
Every time I take this course, I learn something different and I develop my skills in a new way. So, Steph, I just want to say thank you for being an amazing coach, a coach of coaches, and thank you for making this publicly available. So, I want to hand it to you for any last thoughts before we break for today.
Well, thank you so much. If anybody again does have any questions, you can reach out to us. There's a lot of information on that page that'll be linked in this post or with this video, and we'll be happy to answer any of them. And if you have a larger group and you want to do a private cohort, we can also we do private cohorts all the time. We did several of them last year, and we're gearing up to do a few more this year as well. So if you have a group within your organization, we can also talk to you about that as well.
So thank you, Steph.
All right. Thanks so much. Bye, everyone.